welcome to my 8-week update. We're gonna do a Q&A. I pulled questions that I've gotten online and I combined them all so that I can answer them all here. I'm gonna do things a little different this time. We're gonna do a little sip Q&A. So if you're watching, go ahead and hit pause. Go grab yourself a beverage of your choice. I also made this bogus cheese plate. I think pepper jack and red wine go together. It's okay. The first question that I received, it was actually one of my favorite questions. The only one person asked this, but I think it's a great question. What is your height, weight, and how many cc's did you get in each cheek? So my height is 5'11". At the time of surgery, I was about 218. And as far as cc's in each cheek, I only got 700 cc's in each cheek, so 1,400 total. I looked online and that's only equivalent to like 1.5 pounds. Knowing that now, I feel like I would have asked for a little more, maybe like at least 900. But we'll get into how I feel about my results towards the end of the video. Next question, what was the pain level? I'm gonna rate it on a scale 1 through 10. I would say it was like a 5 out of 10. Honestly, I was on pain medication and they probably did help because all I really felt was super tender along my abdomen and then my lower back because that's where the lipo was done. As far as like my actual butt, I did feel like mild burning sensation, but it wasn't anything that wasn't tolerable. Another super popular question that I got was, what was the cost? My cost total for my total surgery, which I did answer in my first video, was $14,885. Again, I had 2 procedures. So if we were just looking at the BBL, it was about $7,900, I believe. So I'm just gonna say $8,000, and that does come with a garment, and then all your visits for 6 months, I believe. I got my surgery at X-Sculpt in Chicago, Illinois with Dr. Adahar. Okay, so this question is, we getting real, so I'm gonna take a sip. Did you swell in your private area? I was so scared about this at first because I had seen in other vlogs, and I'm gonna actually link all the vlogs that I watched in the description below because I want to give a shout out to those content creators that shared their story before me because they were really helpful when I was looking for inspiration for my BBL journey on what to expect from a male perspective. So I had seen in one of those vlogs that they actually did swell in their private area. They didn't show it, obviously they talked about it. I didn't see it, I heard about it. So I was shook. I was like, I don't want that to happen. And it actually didn't. I definitely prepared for it because in that person's vlog, they actually ended up having to buy like a jock strap to support their private area while they were healing, but I actually didn't end up swelling there. I'm not sure if it's because of the type of lipo that they received. You can check their video, but I believe they got lipo in that area where your privates are. I don't know what to call it. I want to say fupa, but I don't think that's the correct term, but I think you know what I mean. Fupa for lack of knowledge. Ooh, this is gonna be controversial. Did you get massages? I didn't get massages. Me being banned from the BBL community. I didn't get massages, and I'll tell you why. I actually was anticipating getting massages, and I actually talked to my doctor about it, and he told me to bring it up within a week after surgery, and then we'll talk about massages or see if I needed to get massages. And he said we're fine with just the Theragun, so I did end up purchasing a Theragun, and I would use that along my abdomen area and my lower back flank love handle area for about 15 minutes, like 3 times a week. And that's really just to help break down the fibrosis or like any hard spots that you have, which you're gonna experience after lipo, especially on your abdomen area. What garments did you use? Directly after the BBL, I woke up in it seems to be like a tummy control woman's shapewear that only came up to like right under my chest. And there was a hole for your area but again, it's made for a woman, so it was definitely uncomfortable for sure. But I did wear that a lot. I only didn't wear it when I was showering, and when I was showering I would wash it, because I actually didn't end up buying two, because eventually I was gonna move into a different garment that I'm actually gonna show you. So I'm gonna go ahead and link this garment down below too. It's pretty much just an ab binder. I like to put it on this side. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I do. And I always put it over a tank top. At this point, I don't really need to do that because 8 weeks post-op, but I think it feels better, and against my skin at least. So even at 8 weeks, I definitely am experiencing some soreness still, and definitely when I don't wear my garment for a long time, I do swell up. And I wouldn't say it's painful, but you definitely feel it, and you definitely look swollen, so that can definitely alter your point of view on your results if you're walking past the mirror at the moment. There's like 3 little straps, and again, I'm gonna link this down below. I don't have like an affiliate account or anything, I'm just too lazy. So buy it as you want. This is the one my doctor recommended, and it does push your tatas up a little bit. And at this point, it's not super uncomfortable anymore. It was for a while, and I like really couldn't find myself falling asleep with it because I feel like I couldn't breathe. But yeah, I wear this majority of the time when I'm home at least. I don't like to wear it outside, obviously, because like it just looks so unnatural and it's not comfortable. And it's like, I live in Chicago, it's humid and hot. Like, I want to wear as less clothes as possible. Next question. What supplements outside of your prescribed medications did you take? So I actually did take the Arnica pill, and I also took these, and I'm still taking these, which is, can you see it? Turmeric, curcumin. Yeah. I got this on Amazon too. I can link it down below. This, I actually about, am I British? I have been taking turmeric, I don't know how you say it. Tell me how you say it in the comments below. Better yet, send me a DM of yourself saying it. That would make my day. Turmeric. I actually have been taking turmeric for a long time, but I upped my game with these because these are 2,250 milligrams of turmeric, curcumin. It's an anti-inflammatory. Turmeric is really good for you. In these pills, they do have black pepper, because you actually, there's something in black pepper that activates the benefits of turmeric, so it's a really good anti-inflammatory. I take it all the time. I feel like it puts me in a really good mood. It really helps with my joints. I'm in my 30s. The joints ain't jointing like they used to. Let's drink to that. I recommend that even if you're not having surgery, but yes, I did take those right after surgery. I stopped taking the Arnica because I felt like it would make me very tired, or at least I assumed it did, and I feel like when I stopped taking them, I didn't feel tired anymore. As far as swelling, I honestly don't feel like I was that swollen after surgery. I definitely was swollen, but not as swollen as I anticipated. I didn't even use the compression socks that I purchased, and I don't know if that has to do with the type of BBL I got. I literally only got fat put in my butt area, so I didn't get anything in my hips. I actually wanted to have fat taken out of my thighs and hips, but that was an extra fee, and I was already paying a lot, so I was like, I will just run that off. Like, literally, I will go jogging, because I used to go jogging a lot anyway, and my thighs were snatched when I was consistent with it. I'm also like trying not to lose the fat in my ass, so I'm trying to find a happy medium between strength training with weights and still keeping up with cardio, because I don't want to not be able to run. Sometimes you need to outrun people. How you doing? You need a refill yet? Cause I wanna see your face. Never does a day go. That was a Dill Havarti, and that is bomb. Move on to the next question, girl. How's the downtime? When were you able to go to work? I took 11 days off from work. Currently, I work from home. I could have taken less days off, honestly, but I would say for sure, take a week off if you work from home, because the first 3 days, you're not gonna be about it. You're not gonna have patience for nobody. You are going to be fatigued. You are gonna be tired. You are going to have moments where you feel amazing, and then you're gonna have moments where you do not feel amazing, and you feel like the scum of the earth, for sure. Say days 4 through whatever after that, within the week's period, you're gonna feel a lot better. I was walking outside on my 4th day. The first 3 days I was walking in my house, just from the living room to my room. My first walk outside, I took a coconut water with me. I definitely had to take like little baby breaks because I would feel lightheaded or I would feel really hot. It's summer, so it was also really hot. And at that time, I had my faja garments on. I did have foam boards and like zip up long sleeve. I'm so annoyed. I just filmed like this whole video and I'm using an app to create like that nice little expensive camera effect because I am using my iPhone. And your boy went to grab the camera and I don't know what I pressed, but I deleted the dang video. It was like 20 minutes long, so that's annoying. In between that time, I had 3 glasses, and I thought it was only fair to go ahead and refill. So annoying. Oh God, now my battery is dying. So this video is just not meant to be made, I'm assuming. What happens to the extra skin from the stomach after they take the fat from lipo? So for me, I already had loose skin before I got lipo. So if that's the case for you, you are also gonna have loose skin after lipo. What I will say, where I'm at now, 8 weeks post-op, it's not unusual and it doesn't look like more than what I had before. So I'm still gonna be out at the beach rocking these baby little shorts, because honestly the waistband of the garment of the shorts that I would be wearing, or any bottoms that I wear, jeans, whatever, you can't really see the loose skin, so it's all good. What I will say that's super freaking weird is your belly button is gonna look really distorted for a hot minute. I didn't put anything special on my belly button to make it non-distorted. It actually went back to normal as of like last week, so like 7 weeks post-op. But have you seen the movie The Exorcism of Emily Rose? Remember that scene where she's like, that's what your belly button's gonna look like after lipo, but it gets better. When did you start sitting? So I actually didn't start sitting until 4 weeks post-op. A lot of people wait a lot longer than that. I will admit, I was, even though I was given clearance from the doctor for 4 weeks, I definitely was hesitant to do so. And I am sitting right now, but I am not like a sit-down person anyway. Like when I work from home, I work standing up. And even when people are over at my house and I'm hosting, I'm always standing. Okay, whoa. I am so sorry. So I'm using like this little app and it literally keeps deleting 17 minutes worth of content, and this is gonna be the 3rd time that I'm filming this. Not only that, my light died. One of you put my little on me. I'm gonna let you know right now, my crystal game is on point and that shit ain't gonna work on me. Also, I'm a Leo, and when I want to get something done, it's gonna get done one way or the other. So I'm just gonna use the regular camera. We're not gonna have that cute little filter. I had about 6 glasses now. I'm not even sure where I left off at this point. If you have drains, I did have drains, so you have to get those removed too. I would not want to go to work with drains. I hated having drains, and they weren't even really uncomfortable, but they would get in the way or they would snag on my dresser if I was walking past, or on door handles, so that was really, really annoying. I only ended up having them for like 4 days, I think. Speaking of drains, I watched so many vlogs where y'all said you did not feel the drains coming out. So when I went to go get my drains taken out, I anticipated feeling nothing. I literally felt like my whole abdomen got ripped off of me in like 3.5 seconds. Pain did not last long, but it was very intense. My whole body just got really hot, and I started sweating profusely and just like holding on to the chair like for dear life after my doctor ripped them out. It's not gonna not hurt. I don't know what these people were on YouTube that expressed no pain but that was like the worst part to me of this whole process, was getting my drains taken out. I actually even started working out at 4 weeks. I was doing P90X3. My doctor literally cleared me for P90X3 at 4 weeks. I felt very, very, very sore after that first time. So listen to your body. If you don't think you can do it, then don't do it. Take those extra days to recover. I did start jogging also. You're jogging, everything's bouncing and clapping, I guess. And it feels weird, and it feels a little sore. But yeah, now I only run once a week because I'm actually focusing more on strength training and I don't want to lose fat. What procedures did you get? I got the BBL with 360 lipo. The type of lipo I got is called Vaser lipo, and I believe that the tool, like the vessel that they use to suck out the fat, is a little bit more elevated than your regular standard lipo, and it actually helps the skin heal better. I think you can Google it for the exact medical terminology, but I believe because I already had loose skin, they chose to use Vaser. I did not get any fat input in my hips and thighs like a standard BBL, or like, you know, majority, someone who wants a feminine look is going to get fat put in through their thighs and hips. So I did not get that. I just got fat put into my butt area. What did you eat after surgery? So you can really make anything high fat. I feel like cook with high fat oils that are going to add fat to your diet. So whole natural fat. Like, don't be hitting up McDonald's. Don't be hitting up Jack in the Box. Sure, have your cheat day and eat those high calorie meals for sure. But when you can, and when you should be eating this majority of the time, have whole natural fat food, which I'll jump into oils next, but your best friend is going to be the avocado. Like, eat avocado a day, sis. Take advantage of this time. You know, some people are scared to eat avocados, but this is really, really good fat for you. And it's so versatile. Like, you can make avocado toast, guac, whatever. I cooked with Trader Joe's organic coconut oil. I literally cooked everything in that. If I wanted that extra olive oil taste, I don't cook with olive oil because it doesn't have a high heat tolerance, but I do pour it over my avocado toast or like pasta. Another of my go-to oils, wow. Another go-to oil that I have is Chosen Foods avocado oil. Avocado oil is something that you can use to fry food in. It has a heat tolerance of 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And that, my friend, is really good for you. Don't be using the canola oil, that vegetable oil, that stuff is terrible for you. Those three are like the cleanest oils that you can get. Speaking of avocado toast earlier, this is the bread that I use. It's by a company called Base Culture. I get it at Whole Foods. It is very pricey. It's like $10 a loaf. But look around your local area and see if there are smaller stores that carry it. You may be able to get it for around $8. It's a keto bread, and it's the best tasting low carb bread that I've ever tried, and it has really clean ingredients in it. So if you're really trying to lay low on those like starchy carbs, then I would go for the Base Culture keto bread. Are you getting any more attention? I'm gonna say I answered this on TikTok because this was actually a question that I got in the comments. And at the time, I didn't experience any differences, to be honest. But I would say now I feel like people are a lot more friendlier to me. I don't know why. People that have said hi to me in the street, and I'm from Chicago, and we don't really do all that. We don't really just be like, hey neighbor, often. And I feel like more often now than ever, people say hello to me. And I just keep it at a hello and keep it moving. Not because I'm trying to be rude or anything, but honestly, I'm just like weird in those scenarios. Like, it's not a social setting, so I don't feel like, I don't anticipate anybody to talk to me. But yeah, and usually when I'm outside on my walks or I'm going to the store, I have my AirPods in and I'm listening to podcasts, and I'm like really listening to podcasts, or if I'm not actually listening to the podcast, I'm like lost in my world up here. Are you happy with your results? Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I wish it was a little bigger. A little, but to be honest, my doctor did exactly what I asked for. I didn't want too much of a shelf. I didn't want to bring more attention to my lower body because I already have thick thighs and I'm already a hippie person. So adding like a lot of fat back there is just gonna be out of control. I know you all have seen those BBLs that are ginormous, and yeah. I want to go for that more fit look. Like, like I mentioned earlier, I got 700 cc's in each cheek. I feel like that was a little bit, especially if you're anticipating some of the fat to die. I wish my doctor would have put 900 cc's, but as of now, I'm cool with it. I'm still waiting for my fluffing stage. I hear that happens at some point during this week, or up to 4 months, so I'm hoping it happens soon. But during the fluffing period, the skin around the new fat expands and it's supposed to get rounder and fuller. We'll see if it happens. I will let you know. Hey, I was actually in the middle of editing, and there was actually some other points that I wanted to make. There was like one more point, but also filming yesterday was a disaster. So many things were going wrong. I ended up drinking way more than I anticipated, or more than I wanted to. So I blame whoever put that malejo on me. I'm coming for you. Anywho, what I wanted to add was my feelings on my results in conjunction with the question, are you happy with your results? I would say that throughout the entire process from day 1 to now, 8 weeks post-op, I have seen the results change so many different times. There were days that I felt like the results weren't good and I really didn't like them, and then there were days where I felt like it was popping. And the thing is like your lower back and your abdomen swells so much that it's so hard to see like the actual results. You're not gonna see your results till 3 months fully, and then I feel like after that you are still gonna experience swelling in your abdomen and lower back area. So in these next few clips, I'm gonna go ahead and show what I'm looking like. Today I do have the garment on under because I feel like it looks more realistic to what the results will look like once I'm done being swollen. But I really wanted to put this message in there for folks that are still recovering or still in the early stages of their recovery and you're not feeling it right now. I will say it does get better, so just trust the process. Just do everything that you're supposed to do. Wear your garment. I'm not gonna lie, I started slacking around the 4-week time frame, and now I'm starting to wear everything more often. I was not following directions before. It was uncomfortable, and it does get uncomfortable, but if you want to see those real results, wear the garment. Here's what I'm looking like at 8 weeks. What I do love about my results is that it looks very natural. I don't look too dramatic. Yeah, and you can see here there is some jiggle and it is not firm anymore.